Hey y'all. We were just hanging out with J3GS over at his place, and I decided to just do a pop up. I'm very close to getting my hours for that first level of monetization. And as you know, if you've tried to do it, you have to continue to earn hours in order to keep up with the hours that you're losing. And yeah, that is what I am trying to accomplish. Hold on, and letting others know that I'm live. Oh, some of my friends are having a rough morning. Yeah, we this weekend we're working more on our toilet and fixing that. Then I got to work on the garden. I noticed that it was so hot that I had just bought some blueberry plants, and the blueberry plants were already just sweltering and they didn't even get put out in direct sun. So I watered them, and I am going to have to probably up pot them or put them in the ground. And I wanted to wait to put them in the ground because I wanted to get a hold of some peat and some pine nuggets. And I do have some compost, but that mixture I learned from Out of the Box and Growing Out of the Box. And yeah, we I have friends that are talking about they ate too much ice cream last night. I had a brownie for breakfast, gluten-free brownie. But I bought those two. I am going to hopefully shoot a video soon on my composting 5-gallon bucket. Hey, cool gamers, welcome in. Hey, Ian, welcome in. It's just basically another hangout. It is way too hot out down here to be out. We stepped out of the house this morning and the humidity is just nuts. It is crazy. And this is when the sun goes towards its highest point between 11 and 3. I do not garden in South Florida during the summer. I really try to avoid it. Just burn out there. Oh, you did? What happened? And by the way, y'all catching this in replay, I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. Please hit the like, and that way YouTube will share it out more. Good morning, the Bud Files. Enhance, what happened, hun? Got a call on my WhatsApp. Oh, whoa, that's weird. Yeah, I don't do the WhatsApp. I do not do the WhatsApp at all. I don't like that they can get a hold of your real phone number sometimes on that app. That app just scares me. I deleted it from my phone. I use Messenger because it's encrypted. They just found you, I guess. I don't know. You have to realize we have hackers on here, and you're, kind of new to the YouTube streets. And we have hackers. So yeah, I stay out of, that's why you don't see me pop around to a lot of lives. There's certain lives where I will go in, and it's because I feel safer there than some other ones, because I know of a hacker that goes to those other certain lives. Hey, Stay, welcome in. Say how it's going to be live tonight. Her husband and her had such an awesome live last week. It was really good. She's got a big channel and has been sub to me 2 months now. It might not be here. It might not be her. And that's the other thing too. It could be somebody that's faking to be her. They've had a lot of that, and they do it on the WhatsApp. So I doubt it's her. Be very careful. That's another thing that they'll do. They will put a fake, it looks like the account or the big account underneath that account in the messages, and put a WhatsApp number right next to it. So yeah, I don't know if they have report on there. I just deleted that app completely when I saw that going on with, the larger YouTubers, and they were saying that too, that people were being taken advantage of by these fake, accounts that are posing as them and asking for whatever money donations. Good idea. My dog is coughing. My son is saying ants, ants in the background. I don't know if anybody can hear them because of my headphones. Good. Yeah, that's what you have to do. But you do have to be aware there are people on here that hack. So you have to know too who's dropping links in certain lives too. And yeah, you have to be careful. Oh, so then yeah, that's scary. It's probably a hacker, especially if it's a large channel. Yeah. Yes, it is unnerving when those things happen. I agree. I don't like that at all. I've gone toe to toe with a hacker that basically everybody else didn't want to, they didn't want to bother with, but I had to. It was actually for Devil Dog when he first came on here. Devil Dog had somebody and he was choosing actually Devil Dog's mods. And Devil Dog didn't know that was a hacker, because he's on here and he's got quite a few channels. And I had to get up there and be like, please don't let him choose your mods because he might be choosing other people that are just going to not be good for you. And yeah, it's actually how I got Brutal Bob because he saw the whole thing go down and the person who I was calling out to protect Devil Dog and his channel, the person starts to talk about my daughter. And I was like, no, you don't get to bring up my family. I said, you do not get to bring up my family. I didn't take it there. And yeah, it wasn't a pleasant, communication, but it was a much needed because of that, the unnerving stuff that I saw this person do in other chats where he was triangulating women, pretending like he was going to move there. And then like he knew where they already lived, which is scary enough, like what town. And so he would say he's moving to that town, but he didn't know if the town would have, good stores, and the women would start talking about the stores that they go to. And I would be watching it, and I watched it quite a few times before I figured it out. Like not a lot, but I watched it like maybe twice that I realized, oh my goodness, he's triangulating where these women are, which could lead to stalking. So yeah, I was a mod in one of the chats and got rid of him, but also made, women aware not to talk about the stores that are within distance of their home that they visit on the regular. I just wish they would go get a life. Right. Exactly. Life has enough. I'm sorry, I'm not even clicking on these. I can now. I couldn't on J3s. Yeah, life has enough problems. Like use your power for good. Don't use it for evil. And that's how I feel sometimes too with these like criminal organizations. They're so organized. They're so like some of the stuff they do is brilliant. It's like, why couldn't you use that for good? Why couldn't you do that for good? But yeah, so you have to be just aware. And right now, especially with everything going on in the world, there's a lot more on here. Hold on one second. Sorry, he unplugs his iPad and then it dies, and then he gets upset if it dies. But yeah, I've had some unnerving experiences on here, but not too bad because I keep coming back. And it's crazy. Hey, Freaky Geek, good morning. Haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. I haven't been over though to see what you're up to either. So I'm so glad you came to visit me. I'll have to come and visit you and see what you're up to. Are you still out of the state, or are you now back? Because today down here, I think it said it was 70, but it felt like it was 99. It was like no, it was, I'm sorry, 78 going into 80, but the humidity made it feel like 100. Just thought to mention it so others can be aware. Yes, thank you for mentioning it. Yeah, if people aren't aware, there are hackers. They use WhatsApp and they pose as your favorite channels and even maybe smaller channels. And then they, ask for things. Oh, you're not posting much. I understand. It's hard. Like, even in my life, it's hard. I've been trying, but I've been doing mostly lives, Freaky Geek, to get my hours up. I really have to be careful with that when I'm vlogging because you never know who is. Exactly. Yeah, you don't. That's what's so sad is you don't. But you're wise. You're definitely a wise woman. But this WhatsApp thing, I'm trying to think. It's been going on probably since I have been on, but I really noticed it picked up around 4 years ago, and I would see it under the creators channel, and then they would come on later and say, "That's not me." Okay, hold on one second. But yeah, that too, and, it's just sad. Yes, exactly. No matter what platform you're using, be careful what personal info you share. Exactly, and how much. There are a lot of shifty, shady people out there, sadly. That's like those Facebook things like, what's your favorite color? What's your first dog that you ever had? What's, that dog's name? They're asking you password questions. You think it's just like a chat. And they had the challenge even on YouTube where people were doing 20 questions or 40 questions about me. You just gave away all your hints for your passwords and your personal information. My family is global, as you know, so WhatsApp is a way for yes. So you just delete them and move on, I guess, block them. Yeah. Probably could do a live all about that. What I've seen at least on the 5 years that I've been here. Um, yeah. And just shady people in general, like other creators that you think are really nice and they're all about the drama behind the scenes and um, they incite people to hate other channels. So then they go and like the people will troll the channels for them because, they're the victim. Oh, my poor friend, the victim. And then you find out like, no, that's just the cards they play all the time. They're always the victim, even if they're the, one who is causing the damage. So it is. It's a lot to watch out for because you know what it is? This is a city. And I've told people that this is a city that we are in. YouTube is a city. So you have everything that you would have in a city people wise is on YouTube, except it's international city. Put crazy answers to them. I delete them. I don't even bother. At this point on YouTube. I don't bother. Freaky Geek. Same thing with if they come into my live and start dropping stuff in the side chat. Bye. Told you why I hate hackers with passion. Lost all my stuff. Oh no. Oh, your son that you lost, Anne? I'm so sorry. That's horrible. Horrible. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Oh, that would be heart-wrenching. That because we're old enough, I hope that you had enough off the computer at least to have something because, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, they're instigators, Freaky Geek, and then they, pretend like they're not. They pretend like they're the victim and they get people riled up to go and, help them because they've been, yeah. I don't hang out with people like that anymore. In fact, I had somebody come in my live and they're like, "Yeah, I know you. I remember you. I remember you from somebody's chat." And it's like, I haven't been in that chat or on that person's panel in a year and a half. So I don't know where you've been for a year and a half, but I have not. And that person was spreading a lot of rumors about me, was behind the scenes, and talks to tons of people behind the scenes and trolls. And yeah. And then accuses it's that type of person that it's like, how do you say it? They enjoy torturing somebody else and bringing them pain. They enjoy being a biatch. I don't. I don't. Oh, I know, right? Let's get some good AC. Not on FB much these days. Yeah. Oh, family seems family stopped posting, so I post from time to time just to let them know I'm still. That's nice, Freaky Geek. I completely left one of my Facebooks and I just do my YouTube, and even that because of um, because of being ADHD and somewhere on the autism spectrum, I really have a hard time. I feel posts. I feel music deeply. Like I can't explain it, but FB has some really bad vibes um, because of the negativity that's in a lot of the posts, the passive aggressiveness that's in a lot of the posts. Yeah, it just hurts my heart, and it also like makes me nervous. I don't like that all the time. That agitation. Oh, a few baby photos, but online chats with them. Oh no. Oh my gosh, my heart for you. I have one video that I don't know where it went that was of my dad. One of the last videos where he said he loved me. Hey, Aiden here, welcome in. Hey, Storms, Radios, and Cat. I know, right? Get that AC going. That's why I'm staying inside. It's like way too hot out right now to do any kind of gardening till after 3 o'clock. And even that is iffy. Plus the ragweed pollen. Yeah, we're supposed to get really, really bad pollen days this week. And it's already bad enough if I go out for just a little bit or we have the doors open. Not to mention the mosquitoes. Yesterday, um, our vent does not work over this oven. They like created a fake vent so it doesn't vent really to the outside. So I was making broiled steak and I pulled it out and I was like, we need to open, a door or window or something. And when he did that later on, all the mosquitoes were inside the house. Yeah, it's super hot already. Can't, yeah, right under the aircon, right? Uh-oh, Age should be out in the yard pulling. Nice, Rob. And welcome in, Rob. Yeah, no, I ain't pulling no weeds right now. I love the best time to pull weeds is after you water or after a rain. Um, as soon as the rain passes and it's softened up the ground enough, that's when I like to pull weeds. My problem is I have those stupid pavers out there. I shouldn't say stupid pavers. I like my paver patio, but I pull out all the weeds and I think, okay, I'm going to go get some of that sand that you can just water down and it'll seal it so they don't come up so easy. But yeah, within 2 days, I've got weeds again because some of the roots I just cannot get up. I've even salted between, the cracks and everything trying to get rid of those weeds. Drives me crazy. I wonder, like, you got a lot of weeds, Rob? Oh, for those of you who didn't see it, I was on with J3 this morning. Miss T is up with her daughter who's going to college. But this probably could have gotten bigger, but it had scale on it. So this is my first soursop. It looks so bizarre. The color is of avocado. So at first they thought was showing an avocado, but no, it has the little spikies. That's one of the ways too that you can possibly pick it is these start to bend over and aren't as sharp. I knocked quite a few off because I was scrubbing the scale off of it. I was so mad. I put the little baggie on it. Like I thought, perfect. It's doing great. I go out there and check it and it was covered in little scale insects. I was supposed to pull these today, but it's not now. When it's cooler. Maybe early. Yes, early evening is better for us here and with the heat and also the sun for us because the sun is just going to burn you up. Yeah, it's just the color of an avocado. Really, it is. Like you see it from this side or here. I'll just show this side from far away. It looks like an avocado. I can see that. Yes, Carol. Lots of weeds. We finally got some rain in the week. That's what happened here. Oh, wow. That is a lot of mowing. We're so lucky though to have 3 acres. I would love to just have one that is dual purpose because I can't in the suburb that I'm in, which is not really a suburb, it's still city for taxes. I can't have any fowl at all. What I said back in the end of winter, start of spring, I suspected we would have. Yes, you did. Yeah. I I figured that too, at least here, because we didn't have a winter at all. And like I know, Florida doesn't really get a winter to other people, but for the locals, um, we like that cold snap, especially if it gets cold enough that the iguanas drop out of, the trees. That's a perfect Florida winter. But it's usually a week long. We didn't even get that week long where it cold snap that, mm-mm. I know. It's not even July. July, August? Oh my goodness. We're going to be fried. Yeah, plenty of mosquitoes too. Yep. I'm just nervous about all the diseases now that are coming with those mosquitoes. That's what definitely concerns me. I did get the the lemon eucalyptus, which is a natural oil that you can spray yourself with, so you're not spraying yourself with all the DEET. But man, if they're really bad, I'm spraying myself with DEET. I'm putting it on my kids' legs because I would rather have that than malaria. Yep, he did. Yeah, the flies. Oh, you know what? Yesterday I had it's called in my bedroom. At first I thought it was a fly. I heard it and I was like, okay, where's that fly? I thought it was over in our shower because we have one of those walk-in, drop-down showers. And we have, of course, a lovely window in there because it's Florida. Florida likes to put windows. Their code, they like to put windows in showers. But we have it blocked off so the room is dark. And I kept hearing it. And I'm like, okay, it must be in the shower. I walk down the hallway, I turn, and there it is. And I'm like, that's no fly. What is that? It was a ground wasp. And they can sting. Like if they feel threatened, they're big and they can sting really bad. Thank God I saw it. And yeah, I had Theron get the fly swatter and we took care of it because can you imagine that landing on Malachi or myself because he sleeps still in our room in his bed. Yeah, I can't imagine him getting stung in the middle of the night and having no words to really tell us, just freaking out. No mosquitoes here. Just yes, because we don't open our windows that much and because we have the screens here and like in the back and in the front, the flies aren't as horrible, thank God. And that was one thing my mom said. When we lived in California, the flies were really bad. Virginia was really bad. But when we moved to Florida, because they had the screen and patio, it really cut down on the flies. But here, if you have wood furniture in South Florida and you open up your windows and, your sliders and stuff to keep the house cool, you're ruining your wood furniture because of the humidity. And my parents didn't know that when we first moved down. And it was years later that they realized underneath some of their Stanley furniture, it was mildewed from like all that moisture in the air. So I have 4 of my baby. Wow, 4? Need to put out. Wow. Yeah, I like bug zappers. I want to get one of those, the swatters for when I'm outside that zaps for when I'm gardening. Yeah, man is totally screwing with it. You're right, Storms. You're right. They're weaponizing it. At least that's the way it seems. Like, what was that Shawnee was telling us about? The 300-mile-per-hour tornado? Like, what? That, what can survive that when it touches down? Like, what? Was just pulling. Oh, whew, good. I can't take the blame for those so-called smart people. I know, right? So-called smart people. Again, use your smarts for good, not to destroy the world or to use it to protect us from those people who want to destroy the world. Ad for a bag-like thing that catches the fly. Yeah, they use those in the barns. They do. They use something like that in the barns for flies. That's the one thing to look up, and is look up equestrian websites, like barn websites, and you will find pretty good fly traps. Yes, we have the zappers too, and the swatter. Oh, good. So many bugs last night. It sounded like fireworks. Oh my gosh. Ooh, you. Gonna start a batch of broth. Kids have already gotten muddy and had baths. Oh, fun. You're such a good mama. Such a good mama. Yeah, I might do that BATH with him a little bit later because it's an activity and it's sensory. Shawnee, I saw on Pinterest that thymine, I might not be saying it right, but B1, you can crush it up, and with a black light, it makes water glow. They did like a glowing bath with their kids as a sensory activity. Yeah, we're talking bugs. Oh, that bug too that got in, the wasp, was known as a cicada killer. So they're pretty tough bugs if they're going after the big cicadas. Yeah, good stuff, right? You just have to be careful with those Crayola, the stuff for in the shower, though, where they can write. Because sometimes it's really hard to get off. But also with Hannah, I remember I had gotten something like that for her, and it just got in her eyes, and it was horrible. Yes, water glowing. Yes, it was crushed up B1 they used. They um they used, I think they actually used like a B complex, but they used the B complex because that B1 was super high. So you want a B complex or a thiamine B1 super high, so it will cause it to glow. But you need a black light in there somewhere. That's what makes it fluoresce. So yeah, I want to try it with Malachi. I have a black light. I have a black light flashlight that works to go out and get hornworms when it's hornworm season. I'm going to drop the link for anybody that wants to come up. But if you're not in my side chat and I don't know you, you might get kicked. Just to let you know, you have to be saying hello in my side chat. So I know. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either. I've never had good results with the bath paint. What is fun though is sometimes you can get like just the food coloring and shaving cream outside. I've done that. You can do the swirl painting with it and put paper on it. The only thing is with that is sometimes the that will dye, your fingers or dye their fingers. But with Malachi, it's fine. He loves like playing with shaving cream on the table and everything like that. I want to do more sensory. The only thing is if it can be picked up and tossed, he will do that. He'll do that, sadly. What do you mean? Yeah, you might get kicked. Exactly. No, I'm actually wearing my my Gen Z shoes, my high top Reeboks that we used to do, all our exercises in. So yeah, I'm ready to do that Tae Bo from that movie where she's like, I know Tae Bo. And she's going up against Queen Latifah. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? But yeah, they'll get kicked. Believe it or not, Freaky Geek, I have had people show up that I've never seen before behind the scenes, and they don't get on my panel. They get kicked. I've even had, quite the show come up before. So now, like, yeah, I don't wait to get a show usually. You got to let me, know that you want to come up. But and when we want you to come up, and I can't wait for Shawnee. Shawnee's starting to show stuff in her community tab. If you guys haven't gone over and seen, Shawnee is posting some of her harvests, which is awesome. Let me see if I can do it this way. The only problem is, Shawnee, like, I don't know if you need to put a number with your name, but it's hard to pull you up. like going in the search engine and pulling you up. Oh my gosh. Nice fruit trees. Those are gorgeous. Did you plant those? That one, it's a peach tree, I think. Wow. You gotta, yeah, go to check Shawnee out. I'm going to drop her link. I'm going to drop her link. We're so proud of you, Shawnee. You're finally sharing your stuff with us. Mm. You'll think of something. You're so smart. I have faith in you. I have faith in you. I've got a lot of smart people in the side chat. I don't know where Aid went. He goes into the background and he makes sure nobody pulls any, you know, nonsense sometimes, Rob. He'll say hi and yeah, he won't let the trolls know that he's in here and then they just get a little whap. Okay, hopefully that is good. Shawnee, I just noticed too your @ still has what you took away from your channel. Oh, my daughter is sending me stuff to because I've been looking for work other than just YouTube. You'll get it for sure. Oh, your dad and I. Oh, I love that. I miss my dad with that kind of stuff. Are you making coffee? Okay. Right. Get depends to change your name. What? You're silly, freaky geek. Hey, good morning, Gold Coast Granny. If you're up to it, the link is in the chat. So is Shawnee's link because she's starting to put things in her community tab, and maybe we're going to be seeing video, Shawnee. Woohoo! I know. Oh, yep. Okay, I totally understand. But yeah, I can't wait to get you ladies up for a live when you're ready. Hey, DCBs, welcome in. Yes, exactly. You just never know who's lurking. And my mods sometimes lurk for me, even if they're not in the side chat. Mm-hmm. Hey, RLM, welcome in. Yeah, y'all, if you don't have each other, check each other out. In and out getting work done. You are always working, DCBs. It's like, you're amazing. It's way too hot in Florida right now to be out there. But my daddy could handle it. He handled it till he was like 84. But I skipped that gene. I don't have that gene that helps me handle the heat. But that's some of the fibro too. Once you have autoimmune, your system is a little bit, well, a lot bit more sensitive to things. And especially if it's neurological. So, yeah, my body doesn't cool itself down as easily as it used to. Because I used to love the sun and I used to be out in it when I was younger. But once this thing, with fibro started, I noticed that I was kind of not tolerant of the heat like I used to be. And I had to be a little more careful. And then also staying hydrated. My father was very good at staying hydrated. And if he got tired of drinking just plain water, what he would do was he would make herbal tea in the morning and then he would water it down more and he would take that in a big cooler container and drink that. So that helped him. It's sad that once he finally did retire and he stopped working outside and sweating a lot in Florida, that's when Alzheimer's caught up with him. But I mean, we didn't know till he was 90 that he had it. During summer and fall, gotta stay ahead of the honeybees. Yeah, that's true. That's true. DCBs, are you able to use anything like with your garden? Because I know the bees, like a lot can kill the bees. Is there anything that's bee safe that we should know about to use like for bugs? I know like, milk they would be fine with if you're using milk. We were talking about that last night for blight and such. Wait, I missed this. I used to love that Florida. Yeah, out in it for more than, yeah. I think it is as we age that our nervous systems just can't deal with it, but my dad's did. Maybe it's like a I wonder if it's more like female to male, like with the hormone differences between the sexes. And yes, I said between the sexes, male, female, deal with it. Um, yes, he makes honey. He's a honey maker too. His bees are, but yeah, they're working on it. I can use some stuff. Okay. You can use a lot of things you already use. You just don't want to use them around the blooms during bloom time. Okay. Okay. That's good to know. Yeah. I want to get, yeah, I think for my birthday, because my husband otherwise is not going to buy it, I'm getting a different pew pew for the iguanas with a scope, so it'll be easier for me to knock them out of my trees because I'm getting tired of them breaking my moringa tree. They break the branches and it falls on my soursop, and yeah, and them eating my passion vine. Yep, the change. Yes, yes, I used to be okay with the heaty summers here, but since the year before last, it's just became too. It must be age and how we change. Yeah. Like DE, you can use DE. You just don't want it. Okay, just not around the bloom. Okay, so on the ground, it would be okay. Could be. My husband works in it all day, every day, and sure, he's hot, but he manages okay. So I wonder, that's weird. I don't know what it would be. I'll work in the morning, evening when it's cooler, but I also. Oh, yeah, you have much cooler weather. I forgot you're on the West Coast and in Washington. Golf. The same here. Hubby has no problem. Yeah. Oh, hey, Buddha. Buddha. Your system becomes accustomed to the heat. Better cooling system. Yes. Yeah. I don't have a great cooling system anymore because my nervous system is just off. I'm on the East Coast. I'm East Coast. I'm Palm Beach County, East Coast. Hey, I'm doing pretty good. Oh, I had those this weekend. I'm sorry, hon. They are the worst. Hi, Buddha, from everybody saying hi. But I had them Saturday and Sunday, and they were awful. And then I had the frustration of the whole toilet debacle. Yeah, I had asked for both parts to so we could fix the toilet, and hubby just ordered the one, and I knew the other one was probably just as rotten from being in our we have hard water, and sure enough, yeah, something snapped, and yeah, now we have only one toilet. The other one is waiting for the part, but I located the part, and hopefully we'll have it tonight and it'll be fixed. And yes, I was fixing it. I can fix toilets, and I can install sinks, and I can install faucets and lights, and can do some tile work. When I worked out in the sun all the time in construction, I was used to it, but we still used to go to work at first light and get off at 1 p.m. Yeah, it does make a difference when you're when you're timing it. Yep, it causes us to be less tolerant. Yeah, RLM. It does, I think, to a certain degree. Our houses tend to stay cool, but if I get up to 90 degrees, and that's the problem here, it's super hot. Um, if my house gets up to 90 degrees, my blood pressure goes up, and I don't have high blood pressure. I've always actually had the opposite. I had, yes, they've been going around too because it's the ragweed is really bad. I don't know if that Buddha, if you've been outside quite a bit or you have the windows open, but the ragweed this season is really bad. 9 degrees and above is just hot. Yes, exactly. No matter your location. Yep. And that's what we have along with the humidity. I was born in Jacksonville, lived there, traveling to us. Yep. Yeah, see, those were the years I could handle it still. I was laying out when I was pregnant with my daughter. Yeah, don't play with the water, honey. Yeah, no, there's no waterfall we're making. Luckily, I only get them there. Yes, I don't get them that often, but the allergy sinus ones are happening because our pollen is it's high. It's high right now. I did go to basic training. Sure it is. Yeah, that's no fun. I think my husband went to Georgia and then he got the opposite DCBs. He had, I think, Colorado in the winter, and it made him never want to move to a cold state ever. It's okay. Oh, wow, sorry. Yeah. Yes, my mom had that issue and ordered a part, but it came wrong fitting. Yes. Oh, oh no, a hernia. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I would love to do that. Yeah. Yeah, you were doing some heavy lifting. I bet he did tell you to, because that's some serious stuff. I'm listening, cutting out hexagons. Oh, cool. I didn't know you quilt. Multi-talented. That's pretty cool, Freaky Geek. My mom was a quilter, Freaky Geek. I have one of hers that she made for me, and I'm so grateful that she finished it before she passed. No, sir. Give me it. Give me that cup, please. No, no. Put it back on. Thank you. He likes to take the top off and then create all kinds of issues. Let's see. But I was doing it to bring money in the house to help my mom. Outside, but I felt it. It feels like it's burning. Yeah. Oh, 60? Yeah, that's cold. I can't do 60. Ours is like, I like 73. 73 is where it's at for me. Because both, like, yeah, I have problems with both. Like, if it's cold, staying warm, and if it's hot, cooling off. Mm-hmm. Yep. It was at Fort Benning. No spitting. No, sir. No, sir. I think he's getting a little bored. Got heat. Oh my goodness, he got heat stroke. I believe it because you're in all that, you know, in your uniforms and stuff, or fatigues. I forget what they call them. I know that my mom actually at the very end went to a place that helps people learn to quilt and hired a lady to just finish the very end of it for her because she had been like putting it off for so long that she's like, I'm not going to finish it if I don't hire somebody to just finish this last bit. LJ, Georgia snows every Christmas, so that's cool because I'm looking. Yeah, I was looking actually in Georgia and the same thing. Like they like to put up houses with that Hardy backer board and not CBS. So when I was looking, what I was looking for was that they had a basement that you could walk down into. Yeah, I really enjoyed the weather in Virginia. Sometimes wish I could go back, but the folks there are not the same as the ones in the real South. Yeah, it's a bit different. It's a bit different, that's for sure. Oh, because it's a mix at the north and the south in Virginia, and I noticed Virginia is going more uh, less conservative. We'll just say because I have friends there. Okay. Wow, yeah. My mom used a little bit of the machine, but she would do a lot of the shapes and things like that in her quilts by hand. Yeah, it's getting even here, Florida, like the South Florida is actually, I always joke around, it's the Southern New York in this area. And then Buddha has a lot of the Latin American countries are down in Miami. And also we have now Brazil, a lot of Brazilians, which, you know, there's no problem with that. It's just, it affects a lot though. With laws passing and people who will actually show up to, you know, school board meetings and things like that. Sure. Always can ask silly questions. Yeah, I liked Dahlonega or Dahlonega, sorry, Dahlonega up there. Actually, they have filmed Hallmark movies, I think, in that small town. Right? It does. When I've gone up to Georgia during the summer, it's like it's right on you. It's a different type of heat. I guess because we're just not used to it. If you go into Atlanta, I hate the heat in Atlanta in the middle of summer. But that could be because it's all concrete all around you. Okay. Why do most people in US build houses with wood instead? I do. I think it's less expensive than bricklayers, I guess. And the true bricklayers and stone masons, yeah, want more money. It's harder work too. Like I don't blame them. They're lifting, CBS brick all day. It's heavy. I've done that. I know how to do mortar and joints and stuff. Took that in high school. Yes, it is much cheaper. There you go. Yep. Hey, Vidra, welcome in. Here, bricks are the cheaper way to go. Wood way to. Interesting. Is it because they make their own bricks? Is that part of it? Is it like a country thing where Turkey has that kind of soil where they're making and firing bricks from like clay that's in their own soil?
Almost ears.
Exactly, DCBs, especially with me being a former teacher. Hold on one second. He wants this. Yeah, never a silly question. And that's what I don't understand actually, Anne, is these states that are above us don't necessarily all get hit by hurricanes like inland, but they get hit with tornadoes. Tornado Alley should be using Miami-Dade code like we have to use, but even northern Florida, central Florida, they don't use it. They don't use the code. So I'll look up in northern and central Florida and they have houses too that are Hardy-Backer board. I like this is CBS or concrete brick. It is supposed to be also, oh gosh, how do you say it? I can't think of it. It's enforced, like steel reinforced in corners and things like that of the house. Harvestable trees are in a much larger supply than many places in the world. I missed something. Are in much larger supply. You mean here? They are? Oh, I see. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, duh. We're talking about the wood. My brain as a gardener went to fruit. Harvesting fruit. I'm like, when did we go to fruit trees? Sorry, DCBs. I am looking for a mountain view. Up away from many people because I am a homebody. Yes, I got highly. Yeah, it is so crowded down there too. Yeah, it's so crowded. It was crowded down there when I was, like in my 20s and I was dating somebody and I would drive down to Homestead on the weekends when he wasn't, on schedule because he was a firefighter. Actually have been recycling our timberland for years in most places in the US. Oh, okay. My dad actually did logging when he was quite young. Orgy at timber today being logged are trees that were planted. Okay. Okay, they do make the bricks. Yeah, I've seen that on Dirty Jobs. It's so interesting. Natural brick making, like the way that's been passed down for generations and generations, and the very large kilns that they have that they put the bricks in to cure them. Running away. I'm off to enjoy that sunshine there is before the next bit of rain falls. Oh, you've been getting rain? We haven't been getting the rain. That's another thing too. We need rain. Okay, Freaky Geek, enjoy it, hon. Have a good time. I maybe just do some shorts and let us know how that, quilting's going. Okay, that answers. Yes, I can't answer the whole thing with, as we go up the state, why they would choose in a hurricane state not to, other than the expense. But yeah, do not have the open agricultural space. Yes, yes, and that's why too. Like we always talk about how, oh, this country's going to bomb us, that country's going to bomb us, and make all our land unusable. They want our land. People too, like Aid was telling me, like the UK is quite small compared to the United States. And people outside the United States are always like, well, I don't understand why people in the US don't want to travel, because it's huge in the US and we can just travel to other states and that's a whole experience, or even just go around our own state and see things. There's so many things to see in the United States. Outside of Huntsville, it's beautiful up there. Oh, okay. And Alabama is actually less expensive. The one thing I would say is in all these areas, check crime. And then when you are zoning in, I forget how I used to look for it, but if you have children, you want to check and see if you've got child molester near you. Better to move near, like if you have children, it's better to move close to a school because they can only be so close to schools. But yeah, I checked like crime in the area and everything. Mitered? What did I miss? I miter stuff on my mitering on my saw. We need more rain. And I know that's what we keep getting, like a little bit and then it's gone and it's just hotter here. Like people are like, "Oh yay, the rain, it'll cool things off." No, not in Florida. Nope. Just makes it even more humid and hot. Doesn't cool anything off. It cools it off while you're, getting rained on. Thank you. There we go. Rebar. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, some inspector turd tried to say that we didn't have rebar. I'm like, bull crap. Bull crap. Yes, exactly. It's reinforced. Yep. Yeah. I was like, we are not using his, inspection to get insurance, turd. It was one of those ones that probably wanted a little something, something on the side, not to put that in the report, because those people are out there too. Timber industry in the Northwest is not as large as it was, but it's still the major lumber. Oh, sorry. Lumber producer in the country. I think a mosquito bit me on my cheek. In the country, I think Washington is a major. Yeah, I think so too. Ours was my dad. I think it was upstate New York where he was doing the lumber. My brother used to ship finished lumber. Oh, cool. I would love to go to Japan and just see their cherry blossom festival. Hey, Hedgehog's Homestead. Yeah, I found houses built with brick halfway and the rest cedar, and it's cheap and it's not built to last, especially when it's crazy. Well, at least it's cedar, so, that'll help with the termites. Like if you're going to have wood, have cedar. Yeah, and sometimes that front brick isn't even real brick, right, Buddha? That's what I found. I get happy with the side and back is built of cedar wood. Yeah, that's becoming more and more popular. All the I just read it's North Carolina, I think South Carolina and Florida now, where New York and California people are coming. So yeah, I would probably I'd start looking at Georgia a little again after I heard that, but I won't move near Lake Lanier. Thing is cursed. Good to see you, Laura. A newer form on construction in the U.S. is a concrete fiber form home. They are like a styrofoam building block wall. Yes, I've seen that. poured concrete. Pulte built our old townhomes, and it was all poured concrete walls, which I liked. And of course, that's reinforced too. But it was like a bunker. You didn't hear anything. Like you don't hear your neighbors, except for this one drunk neighbor that we had that would just blast his radio. But you're hearing it from his front and back windows, not the walls. Um, and when we had a hurricane come through, Hurricane Wilma came through, knocked out power for 3 counties. It was horrible, but it only took off a few shingles off our roof. And all the people got together in the neighborhood and helped each other out. I found one house when my mom went there made of all brick. Oh, nice. Brick floor. But no, really, and the inside of the house was crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's the thing too, is to track where a lot of the tornadoes have been hitting. Because somebody was saying that the tornado alley is shifting. Yeah, right, Anne? It is. It's huge. We have plenty of places to go. Just go to another state. Plenty of things to see. My parents' house here is a concrete fiber form house. Our stair walls are a foot thick. However, we bought a concrete wall. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah. I believe it was Anna White, who does a lot of actually wood projects and sells the plans, that her and her husband were building like that with the poured concrete walls. Yep, that's right. We do have to keep the faith. And yeah, they always are telling us it's going to be the worst year ever. It's going to be the worst year ever. Well, why did they say that? So you go out and buy because they have the corporations behind them telling them, you know, they need them to report in a certain way. Good. Very good. I like how everybody's saying hi to each other. I live about 10 minutes from where Katrina made landfall. Oh, wow. First moved here, it was still very beat up. In the past few years, building homes has started. Yeah. That's what doesn't, it's like if they're going to rebuild, do the concrete poured houses, do the brick houses, but it's like too expensive to completely, knock it off the foundation and rebuild. And, you know, yeah. But they do that here. They will take even, it's crazy. They will take these huge mini mansions, which are mini mansions, but they're huge, and they will knock them down and use that beachfront property and build their own mansion or mini mansion. Here, I'm going to drop the link again in case anybody wants to come up and hang out for just a bit. It's early enough to where I can hang out for just a bit. Wood frame houses. Here we go. 20 feet in the air. It's crazy. Yeah. Katrina had 26-foot storm surge and we. Wow. Yeah. Well, that's like in Texas too, where they just supposedly lost didn't they lose the bridge going out to the Galveston? I think it was Galveston. Galveston has those kind of homes too, on stilts. Key West is built up on stilts, but over the years, the frame houses have been knocked down and concrete block has replaced them. You might find they're called cracker homes. You might find them because they're protected, like by the historical societies. It's that storm in the Gulf pushing all of the Mexico's heat north. Oh, okay. And also, just our Gulf of Mexico heats up this time of year, and yeah, we get the poor people on the West Coast. They just it just sits on them, the heat. Getting cloudy, my mom said. I said, dang, yes. Right. That was this weekend. Like we got it very, very early in the morning, very short rain. And I think I don't know if we got a little this morning because I don't know if it was the sprinklers or a little rain that came through, but top of my car was wet, and so are my windows. But yeah, this weekend I kept waiting for the rain, and that's where we get like I get my headaches. I don't know if it's the same with you, Buddha. Is that waiting period where the pressure's dropping to pull that rainstorm in, and if you're just hovering in that, oh, those headaches, I hate them. I hate low pressure headaches. They build these apartment buildings 12 floors high. And then every 25, 30 years, they get hit with. Yes, I've seen that. It's horrible. I've seen that. And also, I think is it India that has the same thing happen? It's horrible. But then they would build even bigger. That's crazy. Yeah, because they need the homes for people, right? We'll stand till the next quake. Yeah. Oh my. I know, like I'm pretty sure California developed with earthquake. Wouldn't call them safe, but they put in measures that help them withstand the earthquakes a little bit better. Yeah, and newcomers don't realize that it's not a matter of if but when. Exactly. It's not a matter of if but when. What's interesting though, Gulf Coast Granny, is too my girlfriend who was up in the Carolinas, Virginia Beach area. Her first husband was a Marine, and I'm trying to remember, but it was the Crook. There's like this area. I don't know if it's the Outer Banks and Virginia Beach area she was talking about. I think it was the North Carolina and the coast. And she was saying when they were up there, and this is years ago, probably 20 years ago, more hurricanes hit in that area on that coast than she's ever been through in Florida. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Okay. It's good to see you too, Hedgehog. Thanks for popping in while you're doing that with your mother-in-law. Oh, okay. You have a blessed day too, DCBs. Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You're the best. Need a house built so that I don't hear anything else. Yeah. What does that is the windows too. Because I've noticed people saying that as soon as they get their hurricane windows put in, that it's like their house is soundproof. I would love that too. Okay, sounds good. The realtor said cedar wood is not meant to last long in Georgia. No, cedar shouldn't have the termite issues like pine. If it's pine, for sure, for sure. But cedar usually is a little bit better. But yeah, you don't want wood at all if they have major termite stuff going on. And then down here, the termites get in, and then you also have carpenter ants that'll take over the holes that they made. It's just awful. And what we're going to do that. I am missing. We're going to do what? I'm sorry. I'm behind. Sorry, guys. It's okay. I just put it in there in case you could. Must be nice to have the mites knocked out. I know, right? Used to infuriate my father. Used to infuriate him. He's like, that was a perfectly beautiful house. But HGTV too would make him angry. He would watch HGTV and they would rip out like what to him was like, that's a perfectly good kitchen. They didn't need to rip that out just to be in style. Yeah, but yeah, those, mini mansions, it's crazy to have that much money where you can just, nope, this isn't my style, even though it's only 2 years old, and rip it out. Yeah, the extreme solar flares is what they're telling us. Who really knows? I think they cover stuff up um that they do militarily with this some of the solar flare stuff, but it is. We are getting a lot more solar storms and it's affecting the earth and it's affecting our weather. That's true. I think it's terrible migraines. Yeah, they are awful. And the only thing I've found that works when they're really, really bad is decongestant and an Advil. And yeah, I haven't found a natural decongestant that works yet. You can breathe in vinegar, which is from my friend Passamaquoddy, like steam it and put vinegar in your steam water. But for me, it's like my deep sinuses need the decongestion, and that just doesn't get in deep enough. Need rain for half a second. Yeah, we need rain too. And you guys have gotten a lot of rain this year. We haven't. Storms of May 2024 were a series of powerful solar storms with extreme solar flares and geometric. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're still getting them. I know Homestead Aquarius watches. Oh, darn it. Now I can't think of the channel. Is it Suspicious Observers? I think is the channel. And he does a lot of that and lets you know what's going on with, yeah, the solar. And you can get the headaches too from the solar flares, like when they're really bad. Okay. Then it'll die down. Thank God. Maybe that might be it too, because I was noticing, I'm like, the drops in the pressure weren't as extreme as, these headaches that I was having. So I was trying to figure out what was going on. So that might be it. That definitely might be it. Also, it might be you grind your teeth. I didn't even know I did that until maybe 2 years ago. The dentist said something about it, and I was like, I do? I'm like, yeah, you're grinding your teeth in your sleep. I'm like, oh, didn't know. Uh-huh. Okay. Oops, sorry. I live in Chesapeake. Oh, okay. I moved here. That's the first hurricane. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So I think it was when she was near Virginia Beach living, and also when they were in the Carolinas. And she was saying how she experienced way more hurricanes in those places than all her years. And she's not native. They lived when she was little, she lived in Michigan, but long time she lived here. And I have too. So yeah, I can't imagine. I hope so. Okay, hon, my friend. I hope today goes well with your mother-in-law. You guys haven't been over to Hedgehog's homestead. You should see her duck water onions. Oh. Hey, trending and Buddha supports. Welcome in. I got hurricane impact when I hear my mom mowing outside. Oh, really? I wonder if they set them in, like, did they insulate around them correctly? That's crazy. You guys are that close to the train. We were too. When we lived in Boca, when I lived in Boca growing up, we had 95 was like down the block on 95, and they built up, um, you know, while we were, living in my parents' home, they built up the concrete wall barrier to help with the sound with that. But also on the other side of 95 was the train tracks, and you would hear them at night going off and tooting the horn. But I don't think our house didn't shake. Our house was an old, I don't know if DeVosta built it, but it was built like the DeVosta homes. And it is a solar storm. Yeah, it's not there. Yeah. Oh, it's going to warm up. It's going to be hotter in August. That's our hottest. That's usually our hottest month. But yeah, the heat shouldn't be here already the way it is. You're right, Buddha. It shouldn't be. And we don't have the rains yet that we usually have. And I don't know what is going on in Fort Lauderdale and Miami that when we do have the rains, that they are flooding so much. That I, yeah, that's bad. They need to get that drainage worked on. Solar storms are affecting our weather more than in the past because of the Earth's ongoing magnetic pole shift. Yep. And as the poles shift farther, yep, our field gets weaker. Exactly. And the storms get stronger. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, good. Okay. I got it right. Yay. Sometimes it works. This new one. Vadolocos, blood in, blood out. Thank you very much. Appreciate the share. Pretty sure. Yeah. That's Buddha Trending Sport. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you're a sweetheart. Goodness. It's so nice to have good friends on YouTube. Happy you tried stinging needles. Yes, I have. I have tried stinging needles. Butternut. No, but my son's allergic to butter. You mean the squash? But I actually have stinging needle tea. I have stinging needle tea. I'll do some of that RLM. I'll make a pot of that and see if that helps today. Thank you for the reminder. But the butternut like squash? Or is that an herb I don't know about? My mom got them. Home Depot. They replaced it. Oh man. Some of the ones that work for Home Depot, I think it's because if they were just on their own, their reviews would be so bad. Uh-oh. Okay, that's why then. I'm totally dreading August too. Yeah. July and August, it's going to be, if it keeps heading the way it's heading now. Right. They do. They keep wanting to play God. God's going to show up and show them who is. That's what's going to happen. Going to have a little Job action. I just screamed this ear. Oh, an earwig. Ew, those are so creepy looking. Oh, they're so creepy looking. Yeah, earwigs. Yuck. Oh, thank you. Silence is my virtue. Definitely not mine, but thank you very much. I have other virtues. Silence is not one of them, unless I'm very angry with you. Huh? Okay, well, hold on. I need the TV thing. He wants the TV to put one of his DVDs in. But yeah, those earwigs are creepy. And I know Bob 942 was having a problem with them eating his, I can't remember what the plant is now. And he talks about it all. Rhubarb. They were eating his rhubarb. Yep. I'm just being honest. That's one thing I definitely try to be. Not, not a perfect person. I don't know why it's not coming on. The heck? Yeah, move the balloon, son. Yeah, I talk nonstop till the phone rings. Ah! I am so weird about phone calls too. That's so funny. I am so weird about not being able to see the person when I'm talking. I get that way too. Yes, I'm still here. Television. What the heck? Sorry, I'm trying to set up his thing and it's like doesn't want to set up. I wonder if this got knocked around and the battery is being wonky wonk. No, I was just pressing the wrong button. That happens. We had one of the TVs go out right after I was like, oh, I'm so glad we have a big TV for the bedroom. We have a big TV for out here. And I swear it wasn't like 2 days later after giving thanks for them that the one out here went bad. Yes, I don't know what it is. Like, I think this helps me talk because I see my own face, maybe. I don't know. And also, you guys are like texting. I don't know. It's so weird with the phone. This is my first. When I was younger, the detective said, "Wow, you are what your shirt says." I said, "Uh huh." She said, "Silence is my virtue," and smiled. And I said, "I will talk to you only." Oh my. Yeah, I'm telling you, the um, customs has my respect for what they do. That's a hard job, especially the ones that are right there on the border of Mexico and Texas, because the cartels have eyes on them all the time. What I do not understand is some of the TV shows, and they are showing these border agents, their name tag is right there. With Google in this day and age, how do you think cartels work? They go after the family, they threaten your family, and then you're right in their pocket because, yeah, that's how they get people. That part blows my mind, but I always enjoy seeing like how they find, what they find. And thank God for dogs in our society. Thank God for them. They do so many things that protect us humans. Got peace with my phone. The last person that had my current phone number must have told everyone his new number because I am no longer getting good. Oh my gosh, bill collectors and the Kentucky National Guard. Who was this guy or girl? Right? Yeah, I totally. I was sad actually that I never thought to go into customs, and I had a cousin in customs. In fact, he was actually down here when Hurricane Andrew happened, and it was sad because they lost everything. And then him and his wife ended up. I think it was just the last straw, and then they ended up divorcing after that. But he did customs down here, and I'm pretty sure that's what he did was uh, control of what was coming into Florida and what was going out. Good. I wish they would do that. All right. Love you too, Rob. Have a great day. Thanks for coming in for so long. I'm working on those hours. I'm getting closer. I have to go like over to feel safe. I said it's for her safety due to there's a couple months ago because crazy patient. Oh my goodness. Definitely be praying for her Buddha, for her protection. We had that. That was what happened during the time we had another little foster baby. Some parents had unalived a foster parent, and it was really bad. And I don't believe it was in our state. It might have been. I don't think. I don't know. It wasn't in our county, but it might have been in our state. And suddenly, the case manager did not do her job and did not check the paperwork going through the court because when they're doing the meeting in court and family court, everybody gets a copy of the documents. The lawyer, the parents sitting there at the table, everyone in the court that is part of that case. Well, the case manager didn't check. They had not redacted our information, and I got a phone call from the kid's mom. And then she told me where basically I live. She told me my city. She's like, "You live in such and such city?" And I'm like, my mouth just dropped. And I was so sad too because, oh, it was such a sweetheart. He fell right into like a schedule. He slept on schedule, ate on schedule. We did our little playtime. Yeah, I was heartbroken and I didn't even think I was going to be able to do it. And what's weird is I almost quit and then Malachi was next. He was our next baby. Yeah, it was scary. I was scared. I was really and what's weird is they didn't have any concern. They're like, "Oh no, the parent will never do that. They won't come to your house." Blah. I said, "Since when are you a mind reader?" Mm-mm. I'm like, all I know about this parent is that the judge knew them. They've had a run-in before with the law. I'm like, that's all the information I've been given, and I am that child's protective custody. And now they have the address for basically the safe home. So that wouldn't fly with any other, case going through the court system. Like, no, it's just they didn't want to have to, do all the paperwork and switch to another house and everything like that. And he was so cute too, because he was, of course, he had neglect. And they told me that what was on his head was a birthmark. It wasn't a birthmark, it was cradle cap. And I gave him this bath, and I like just combed his little hairs, and all of a sudden it moved. And I'm like, because I, conditioned it too. I gave him a little conditioner, and I took it off. He looked like George Jefferson. All this hair was growing in, and he had a big old thing, a cradle cap right here. So this was all long, and then he had the like little tiny dots of his hair growing in when we had to move him to another home. He was such a sweetheart. I still think of him. I got a lot of scammer calls until my son told me to answer the phone saying thank you for contacting the FBI anti-scammer hotline. I love it. Your call is being traced for security reasons. Yes, yes. That's awesome. That is fantastic. Malachi thought that was great too. He's like, all right. Exactly. The world's crazy now. And oh no, if they had run. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. I love that. That is awesome, Anne. I need to like remember to do that. I need to take a picture of that so I remember to do the same thing. But yeah. We're talking about 2 and J3 is these Korean farming methods. And let me move these, baby. I got the little dog up here, and it's called the Judam organic farming. Diva's done this, like, and it goes through all different like summary of function of each element and all that. It's so brainy that I didn't get into it too much. But then I saw this guy, the Weedy Gardener, and he made a similar recipe. And he used rice. He soaked the rice, and then he put milk into the water after he drained the rice. And the milk ended up making like a probiotic water, not to drink, but for your garden. And then he, fed it with molasses and some other things. But yeah, if you want to do like a Judam method, like we were mentioning, look up the Weedy Gardener. And I'm not sure if Diva has one on hers, but she does have the poo-poo juice, which is great for the garden too. I just always forget I'm brewing poo-poo juice, and then it gets a little too concentrated, and I like want to gag. Oh, thank you. I'm still working on it. How are your... Must got a phone call. But yeah, I got that because I've got GTG's books. This is the one Shawnee's using right now. And some of that too, the grocery row gardening comes from also the theory, like in permaculture, of tree guilds and planting tree guilds. My watch hours are, thank you. My watch hours are, I just announced how, hold on, let me just make sure they up. As of June 19th, I'm at 2,782 public watch hours. And they're just doing like weird stuff with the accounts lately, I've noticed. Even my shorts, like my short views started to take off. And then all of a sudden it was like they sat on the next short that came out. Like really sat on it. It only got 17 views. I was like, okay, wait a minute. I've got like almost 10,000. Then it's almost 1,000. Okay, like 500 something. And then 17. Like what? I don't know. It's really weird. So I just took the one off for 17. I see it. And I'm going to use part of that for a video that I'm making about the night. It was a palmetto bug that was on my ceiling and me trying to kill it. I don't know when my anniversary is, Buddha. They keep continuing to move, and dropping things off. But I've been on here for 5 years, but I've never pursued trying to get monetized. I always was like, I'm just going to hang out with friends. But then they start putting these commercials on everybody's stuff, including mine. And I'm like, okay, that's not cool. You should be giving me a little part of that if you're putting commercials on my stuff. Yeah, they don't get the watch hours, but they do get the subscribers that hopefully will watch your stuff. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. Hey, Duncan, welcome in. Duncan 1900. I need to actually put, since that's your other one, Buddha, I need to go over. Hold on. Let me go over and put that one as a mod too. I think I have your regular channel. Let me make sure I've got your regular channel modded so you can drop links. Yeah, you've been so helpful, and so has like Swoop and Miss T helping me get like my hours today. J3 taught Diva and I how to do the co-streaming, so that was a huge help for our hours. Huge help. Oh, hey, Love the Land. Welcome in. Good to see you. I know. Right? Wait. Oh, shoot. What the heck just happened? That was weird. I don't know what happened. I did something strange. I did something really strange. I don't know what I just did. Hold on. I'm coming back to you guys. Just give me a second. Somehow my page just took a nosedive on YouTube. Okay. And I'm back. Okay. What was that now you were saying? That's what I clicked on the other side, and it took me out of my channel. Was this YT pays you the same wage as someone working in a sweatshop? Yeah, I know. You make a little something though, but yeah, you're right. I know. That's what I used to say. I used to say it. I used to say that this was for people who had a side business besides YouTube, and that the YouTube was designed either for people who are in advertising and they're doing the advertising right on their page, or it's designed for advertising your business too. And I see that even with doctors getting on here. And yeah, they get a big following, and then people want to even fly out to see them. Hey, Wellness with Frugal Mama, good to see you. Really good to see you. I hope that maybe this Friday, if you're available, we can chat about exercise. And I just want to introduce my channel to you and your story if you have time. It's at 2:30 on Fridays. Oh, good. I'm glad you're well. We were just talking about the heat. That's why a lot of us are inside. Okay. All right. Enjoy your visitors. Thank you. Have a great day, Anne. Anne's a great one to follow too. She's really good about sharing everybody out, just like Buddha. But yeah, I was glad to catch some of you this morning. Wellness with Frugal Mama. That's usually when we're just getting like moving, is when you're on. And yeah, I'm still getting used to the morning tribe. I've just been a night owl for so long. Everybody's telling you have a great day, Anne, if you're in earshot. She's got visitors. But yeah, I don't remember what I was just saying. It's not terrible. Oh, about catching Frugal Mama. She's great, motivational, and gets you moving and gets you to move your body. It's amazing. How did you end up doing, by the way, with I think you had what is that called? Marathon? You did a marathon? I didn't get to hear the update on how you did, or were you still training for it? I remember when I got introduced to your channel, you were talking about it. I used to look at those things from like the couch to 4K and think like maybe I could do it, but I'm terrible with running. So, oh, she did do it already. Okay, I thought so. I wasn't sure. Yep, ICYT don't pay. Shit. Well, last time I got paid was February. Oh, wow. Yeah, it pretty much is just for fun, and if I can get something, that would be great because right now I'm getting nothing. And, being a stay-at-home mom, it's hard. That's why my daughter was like, she's texting me ideas, I think, for work for me. And yeah, getting like retrained. Oh, wow. She really did send me something. Non-credited programs of study. What is this? Yeah, she was texting me while I was live. But Long Beach. Oh. Oh, these are all tuition-free non-credit courses that come with certificates. I'm gonna have to look at this after I'm done. And Coursera has stuff too. Yeah, you're awesome. Thank you. She might have just been passing through. Sometimes, or she's busy. Sometimes she'll put me on and get stuff done. And she works too. I know she's getting like has her meetings and everything like that. I'm trying to figure out what I'm making for dinner tonight. I just don't know. I was gonna do tacos. We haven't had tacos in so long, but that means I've got to have uh cheese. I think my husband has some cheese in his drawer that I could maybe shave or whatever. Yeah, they have a video. Someone said there's a website online you can. Yeah, I would love to do that, but like the English classes for like, Chinese students, but I don't know how that works out when you don't speak, you're not a speaker of that language. But I would love something where the job is, I could take my laptop anywhere, it's portable. Like that's the dream. Thank you. Silence is my virtue. Okay, yeah, she is usually at work. Like Cece. Cece's always working. We're all joking. Oh my goodness. This morning, like talking about soil, and they called it black gold, and Broke was like, yeah, that used to be my dancer name. And J3 was like, later on, he's like, yeah, it was the honey slanger. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I teased CC later on. And I was like, so what was your dancing name? And she's always working. I'm like, you got some other jobs we don't know about? She just started laughing. She's such a good sport. There she is. Yeah, she's an amazing multitasker. Yeah, we hope you're having a great day, Wellness with Frugal. I hope you're feeling better, Wellness with Frugal Mama. We were talking about how bad the ragweed is this season. Down here too. Been getting headaches from it. That and also the low pressure systems. But then Anne brought up too the solar storms we've been having, and those will give people migraines. It's one of the side effects. So I need to get a haircut. This hair of mine. I don't want to cut it because I'm afraid they're going to cut it short, and I want to grow it out. I shaved almost my whole head off. My whole head off. I shaved almost all my hair off on October 7th when that happened to all those people in Israel. It was horrible. Because like in Old Testament times, they would like shave their hair and put on sackcloth and lay in ashes and just pray and pray and yeah, repent. Yeah, the tightrope. He's walking it. Uh-huh. Yeah. No, get the car out of your mouth. Yeah, look at you hopping on one foot. Good job. Good job. Be careful. Do flat feet when you're doing that. He's my little tippy toe guy because of the sensory. Good counting. Well, that's his name on Sexy Saturdays. Ah, they told me it's not the Santa. Funny. Say, oops. That's hilarious. He is a cool guy. Yep, definitely. It was funny because like Peach was back before we left behind the scenes. Like we were saying goodbye. She's like, "You're like my brother," and I'm like, "I don't, I don't know if I could say like, yeah, I guess it feels like that." He just has that older brother vibe to him on YouTube. The way he helps us all out and stuff. Like he does have that kind of vibe to him. But I've never said that to him. I'm like, Peach beat me to it, but that's okay. I wasn't sure, like, you know, yeah. Sometimes you're like, I don't just will that come out weird if I say that? I like overthink sometimes the things that I say, and then sometimes I don't think at all and it just blurts out of my mouth and I get myself in trouble. That's why I'm like this morning pausing myself on J3s. I'm like, I'm sorry, pause. Because Carl was in there and she was talking about her plants and that the soil is too wet. We were saying like you don't have to water it every single day. But then later on I was saying, you need to, stick your finger in the soil. So they were teasing me about that. But we also were saying like it might not be draining. Like I said that to her. I said you might not be getting the drainage. And that happened with one of my blueberry plants. Um, I didn't know that the outside, I've got these tiny little ants from the other room still on my desk. Um, the outside pot, I didn't realize had no drainage holes when I bought it at like the big box store. So I moved it because I wanted it to get some water from the sprinkler system because I wasn't going to be out there watering. Oh my goodness, totally lost it because I had up potted the other one, not that one. I know, right? Yesterday, I was so chatty. Besides being upset with Theron, I was on caffeine, so I could get things done. But then I had to take decongestant because the headache was so bad. So I was all hyped up. Like I was all hyped up. It's like I was just basically on a little, legal crack. Cool gamer saying hello to everybody. Yeah, I need to repot the Monstera deliciosa that I got. I'm so excited about that. So glad that um, David mentioned that a couple times, the Crappa, about the Monstera deliciosa, because I am, and so is actually Buddha is too. Our areas we can grow it to where it fruits because it is a tropical. Um, so I can't wait to plant those out. No, sir, give me that. You're not to make a mess. Drink it. Drink that. Swallow it. Thank you. Thank you. He's trying to get attention. One of his ways to get it is to SPIT. Um, but yeah, I need to do that. And I'm just wondering if I should pull some of my passion vine and actually pot it so it goes up and over the archway that I have. But I've seen people who do that and the thing takes over the whole archway and it's like this far out on the archway because passion vine grows like crazy here. Can I ask you a question if you know about this? It's not for me, it's for a friend who crying, very emotional and mad. It's like, oh my God, yo. Oh, okay. What's good for her to take? Actually, passion vine tea or passion flower tea. It actually helps with that passion flower tea. I don't know if RLM is still in here, But that is good. I know some people say like, soy isoflavone. I don't do that. Yeah, passion tea. It's very calming. So is lemon balm. Sometimes they'll be mixed together. But the passion tea is for that emotional portion and also to lay off caffeine. The caffeine makes that worse. And I think too, it made my agitation worse with the whole situation with the toilet yesterday because I was on the caffeine and then I was on the Sudafed because I take that decongestant that you get behind the counter. Also, tell her to melatonin at night. We start to lose our melatonin, so her getting sleep is very important if she's having that emotional part. And finding ways to distress. Stress will make you that way too. On top of and our stress, our ability to handle stress as we're going through the change is very difficult. It is, and some of that is your cortisol, your fight flight may just be kind of burnt out. So the passion tea will help with that too. It definitely helps the nerves. It's known for helping the nerves and calming the nervous system down. Uh, and just journaling Thanksgiving, journaling what she's thankful for. Yeah, she's got to lay off the coffee. It makes our menopause worse. I only drink just 2 cups. I mean, they're bigger cups, but usually I don't even finish the 2 cups. Oh, she's probably because she's drinking like way too much coffee, but menopause will do that. Um, the passion vine, I'm trying to think. I mean, the passion flower tea or passion tea. What the other one was? There's sleepy time tea that has valerian that might help her sleep, but it's not organic. I don't know if they've created an organic one yet, but the ingredients in that tea, if she can find it in an organic tea, that should help too. Those are things that she can do. And also a hot bath at night. It's something about our bodies when we take a hot bath, it uh, other than calming the nervous system, it does something I think that sparks that melatonin. I don't remember exactly. Let me look it up. I remember though about, looking this stuff up for myself. Hold on. Hot baths and sleep. I can't take the hot baths only because as I went through menopause, the UTIs increased and including the warm bath. Let's see. Here it is. According to multiple studies, taking a warm bath or shower 1 to 2 hours before bed can help you fall asleep faster and improve your sleep quality. The ideal water temperature is between 104 degrees to 109 degrees Fahrenheit, and the bath or shower should last no longer than 10 minutes. Let me see if it says exactly why. Here are some reasons why a hot bath before bed may help you sleep. Cooling down. The warm water increases blood flow to your hands and feet, which helps your body release heat more quickly. This triggers your body's circadian rhythms, which signal that it's time to sleep. Relaxation, like I said, other benefits. In addition to improving sleep, a hot bath can also help relieve stress and anxiety, ease muscle pain, and lower your blood pressure. And then, of course, you could add like soothing music, bath salts like magnesium, comforting scents. It's a lot of self-care. Ooh, it might have. Do you have any issues breathing when you sleep? It might have put you in too deep of a sleep that you weren't breathing well. Because I know I can't take certain things because it does that. Trending. Hey. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Working on my hours, trending. Thank you for coming in. Buddha's friend. But yeah, those things should help her. It's just really hard to do self-care. Honestly, when you're this age too, because you've usually got other responsibilities and those come first before yourself because they always have. especially if you're a caretaker personality. Oh, yes, she did. She's awesome. Love that about her. No, she's breathing. I just woke up with a horrible headache. Oh, I'm so sorry. I get sick to my stomach on the one that everybody thinks is so great. What do you need? I am not sure exactly if I'm going to do this right. Hold on one second, guys. He asked me. Here, you can start it. There you go. Oh, you poor thing. Ah, well, I was just giving Buddha some of the tips just for things like that. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. That's really, really hard. Um, right now, I would be going through all the menopause symptoms too. I got a break because I'm on the bioidentical hormones right now instead of the synthetic, thank God. Because my OBGYN, who I'm now going to find a new one, put me on the synthetic progestin, and that was the drug without, balancing out with an estrogen was causing the breast cancer. Everybody got afraid of estrogen because, there's estrogen fueled breast cancers, but it was that progestin that did it. And she had me on that. And by being on that, it also caused this issue where it caused an even greater imbalance with my estrogen dropping. It was awful. Where can I research that exact thing? Because tell her yes. I told her to rewatch because it's. Oh, okay. That exact info. There's a diet called the Galveston diet, and a doctor wrote the book. Let me see if I can look up that doctor. She has a lot of great information. She's very big on, though, the bioidentical hormones and that replacement, but she's also very big on that we women we've been overlooked when it comes to what we've gone through with our hormones. And if this was like a male problem, that uh, we would have had a lot more effective methods to treat this time in our life. Let me see. Hold on. Galveston diet doctor. Diet. I want to actually get her book. Diet. And see. Doctor. Also, if she's doing a lot of dairy, cow's milk is basically cow breast milk. Okay, her name is Dr. Mary Claire. Let me put up her website. I'll get the link for you. And she has a lot of good information. Plus, she is a female, so it's not like these men who are claiming to know everything and they never go through it. Hey, sweet thumb, welcome in. There, this is her. This is one link that might help. She is also on YouTube and does YouTube videos. Oh, thank you. Okay. Oh, I hope you feel better. Not easy. I got nothing on this. Sorry. We just touched on it because it's something I talk about sometimes during Fibro Friday. And because I, been through it and I'm going through it. If they remove these bioidentical hormones, I'm going to hit it again. Write it down. This is great info. Just go. Oh my gosh. Do I have reverb? Should we put a beat to it? Because that would be hilarious. Oh, thank you. I just wonder how you do that where YouTube doesn't go, hey, yeah, you get these and then take them away because they figure out it's all on one IP. Do you also have separate IPs? How do you do it, Buddha? It's amazing. Oh, okay. Yeah, she needs to come in and say it was her. Poor thing. That is not easy. That happened to my mother, but trending so young. I'm so sorry. Yes, no sleep. Black cohosh is for hot flashes. I couldn't necessarily take it, but that's what a lot of women swear by, that it also helps balance too. But it helps the hot flashes. Um, and the sleep, I told Buddha passion tea, like passion flower tea, might help. And then they, in the States, they have something made by Celestial Seasonings, and it's sleepy time tea. There is one with valerian if you can have it. Buddha had a reaction where she got a migraine from it. Um, but there's one without valerian too. And you can look at what's in that tea, and it's got a lot of good stuff like lemon balm, and I forget what else. And it does help with sleep. It does help with sleep. Puts, yeah, hot showers too. We were just going over help with sleep too. But yeah, definitely look up Dr. Mary Claire Javier. I don't know how to say her last name. Javier. Yep, Tulsi sleep tea is good too. I think Tulsi is in the. Hold on, you know what? I have it. Let me go get it. Tulsi is good too. Hold on one sec. Okay. Yeah. Cherries. It's the tart cherries. The juice is yeah. It causes you to create more melatonin. Yeah. Sometimes they do have side effects, but yeah, the cherry juice will do that. It's also good for cleaning out any kind of crystals too. For me, for gout. Oh wow, that's fantastic that she has such good hormone balance if she hasn't gone through it yet. Okay, it is the Tilia Estrella, which I think is the one actually mentioned, Shawnee. Um, chamomile, of course, and then this one has valerian, but I know it had more than that. They also put in spearmint, lemongrass, and hawthorn. But then there's lemon balm, like I said, and passion tea. And then what Buddha just told you, yes, you can do the tart cherry. You can even make your own gummies. It's been said that tempeh, miso, and flaxseed help keep hot flashes. But see, the tempeh and the miso are soy based, aren't they? So you've got to be really careful with soy. Flaxseed can. I forget what the flaxseed. Flaxseed did weird stuff with me though. the flaxseed oil in particular, and it was organic and everything. Oil for menno. But my daughters had to go through stuff too, trending. She had to have IVF just to have our grandkids. Let's see. So yeah, that flaxseed oil may help with menopausal symptoms, but other studies have found no benefit. One study found that 40 grams of flaxseed per day was as effective as hormone replacement therapy. See, I didn't find that for mild. Okay, because it's for mild menopausal symptoms such as hot flashes, mood changes, and vaginal dryness. Sorry, sweet thumb. And the males. However, the study was not well designed. Shoot. Okay, this is all the AI is condensing it down now, like they do on Google. Another study found that menopausal women who ate a diet rich in phytoestrogens, like flaxseed, for 12 weeks had significantly reduced hot flashes. The same thing, that other thing, other symptoms after 3 months. So it takes about 3 months to see. 5 grams per day is what they concluded for a better quality of life. The women who ate fiber bars with added flaxseed did not experience more. Yeah, but that's a fiber bar. Who knows what else is in that? They're saying that yeah. But flax seeds, I think I would do over anything based in soy. But soy does give you, hey, buy you sugar. Soy does give you phytoestrogens, but if you're going to get them, I think flaxseed is a little safer. Hey, pescatarian gardener, welcome in. Sorry, I did a pop up. I'm like, close to, I don't know, I might get off. I don't want to step on anybody's toes if they're on. Yes, I use the flaxseed oil. It says you can do the flax seeds, 5 grams of flax seeds, fresh flax seeds. Yeah, the mood changes are hard. Those are the hardest. Absolutely. And stress too makes them worse. So does caffeine. That's what we were talking about. You have to ease up on your caffeine, even though there is exhaustion with Meno too. Oh, thank you, hon. The Herbal Remedies book under menopause. It lists black cohosh, sage, okay, alfalfa, which I can't have, but puncture vine, never heard of it. Licorice, wild yam. I can eat wild yam, but when they make supplements out of it, I don't know what the heck they do to it. But that and chasteberry, no, nope. That's the thing too, is some of the phytoestrogens, you don't want to be estrogen dominant either. You have to have a balance. So, yeah. And a lot of them are phytoestrogen. Oh, thank you so much. No, you can still have some, but you do it like 1 cup in the morning, not all throughout the day. It's really important you drink your water and stay hydrated now. And then, like Buddha said, you can do a tart cherry juice at night. I was doing it with like sparkling water, and it's almost like a little mocktail, like a little cocktail without the alcohol. Alcohol too, you have to be careful with too, because our bodies just start processing everything differently after the change, and especially after a quick change. Yeah, but theirs is like a slow decline. Ours is like, boom. If you look at like charts that they make as far as how we lose our hormonal, our sex hormones, women's is so drastic, most women, and men's, it tapers off slower. So yeah, if I drink coffee, I'm going to wake up and oh no, in a dumpster or a jail cell. It does that to you? Wow. Does it agitate you that much? See, I can have 2 cups and sometimes, less, but it can it can make it messes with your cortisol, and that's why too you have to cut back. It causes your cortisol to jump. Uh, oh, you poor thing. Yeah, and for sleeping, it's the opposite. But if you don't have AC, that's going to be kind of hard. They have you take like a super hot shower, and then it'll help you go to sleep. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. You're really struggling with the hot flashes. So yeah, the black cohosh is what I heard from other women that really helped them. I just was not able to take it. So I did try the flax, but I did not try the flax seed like Shawnee's saying. So that might have been the issue. I had tried a flax oil, and oils can also, they can spoil easier. Yeah, you shower so you can sleep to cool off. Well, what you might be able to do is raise the temp, do really, really hot, then drop it to as cold as you can stand it and see if that helps. Because it's supposed to help. We were reading it. Let me see. I don't know if it's still here. It triggers your body's circadian rhythm, which signals that to your body that it's time to sleep. Yeah, I'll get those. Sometimes that can be a lack of iron, is what I was reading, RLM. I'll get those sometimes too. And it can be hormonal too. It can be hormonal, but it can also be that you need more iron in your diet. Cool. I'll check it out. I'm not familiar with the name, so like I said. Oh, what did Duncan put in there? I miss what Duncan suggested because she's got good suggestions too. Boopy. Boop. It's not showing on this side. That's weird. That's so strange. So you're saying hi. Oh, her channel. Sorry. I saw your question. I thought she had said something about what we were talking about. Sometimes twice in the night. I was like, oh, you poor thing. That's so hard. How, if I can ask, when was your surgery that caused this to happen? No, I'm not saying you're anemic, but sometimes it can be related to iron. It also can be related to blood sugar. Uh, it has a couple different things other than just hormones that, because I get them sometimes too. And I think the same thing. I have enough iron, but it can be blood sugar too. And hormones. Oh, sweet. Yeah, everybody check everybody out. You're welcome. I hope it helps. And yeah. Oh, see, I hate chaseberry. Ginseng I use for energy sometimes. Yep. I don't think I have my natural. Oh, wait, here. I have the medicinal herbs. Are you looking in the medicinal herbs one? These are actual. These actually have recipes, which I keep saying I'm going to sit down with this book and look at it more. Let me see what this is. Let's see, menopause formula, menstrual formulas. Wow, she's only got one page. Something's weird there because looks like she's covering menstrual stuff, but not menopause that much. This is Rosemary Gladstar for those of you. All right. Let me make sure I'm on the 195. Oh, it's under the red clover. Yeah, red clover flower, lemon balm, motherwort, and sage. It's actually, it looks like a tea recipe right here. You can always come back and maybe screenshot it. That's the recipe right there. Which natural healing guide do you have, Shawnee? Like, what book are you pulling it from so that maybe Trending can look it up? I got my surgery last year, December. Oh, bless you. Oh, okay. Yeah, then you got a crash course in Menno. Crap. Hold on. Let me make sure myoma. Estrogen field. I'm just looking something up real quick before we say all these different things. Okay, yeah. See, you can't be trying the chaseberry or the soy or the flax. You need to leave them alone. So the teas that we were talking about, passion vine, because myoma is estrogen fed. You don't want to be doing anything that's going to up your estrogen. It shouldn't up it so much. You might be able to get away with grinding flaxseed and seeing if you can use the flour and see how your body reacts to it. But usually it says with myoma and fibroids, it's because you're estrogen dominant. Okay. I love peppermint. Peppermint is always mine. Yes, exercise is definitely like that, but because your nervous system is all hyped up, you would want to do like more soothing exercising with the stretching, and some people do yoga, other people do tai chi. Yeah. Oh, the complete. Okay. I need to get. Oh, wait a minute. Herbal Remedies Handbook. Okay. That one, I think it's the one I wanted to get. That encyclopedia. But so now we need to focus on staying away anything that would raise our estrogen, ladies. So if you're thinking of anything, we can't raise our estrogen. But the lemon balm, like we were saying, passion flower tea. See, I don't know what sage does to the hormones. Lavender. Lavender's another one that's lavender can, though, when applied to the skin, raise estrogen. But if you're just smelling it, like, it's relaxing for some people. What's weird is I find citrus both relaxing and energizing, which is really strange, but I do. I'm just going to look something up. And it was that book. I think I've seen that book and I want to get it. Hey, living my best life at 60. Good to see you. We're just having a discussion, trying to help a friend. She just went through immediate menopause. So those are some good books to get. Shawnee always has really great information. Yeah, okay, exactly. Ways not to raise it. And also, like what Buddha said, if you can get it there, get some tart cherry juice. It'll really help. Or even dried tart cherries as a snack are delicious, at least to me. Yeah, she has a ton of great videos. She's been on here quite a while. Pescatarian. I've been on here for like 5 years, and I met Duncan when I first came on. And she's the one who taught me about how to plant ginger. I would love, yeah, and right now they're in season. I don't know though for, I'm not, Buddha, is she Philippines area? Is trending Philippines? Because I don't know if it's lemon balm mint season now. Oh, she doesn't like cherries at all? Wow. Okay, well then she might have to take the melatonin. They do have ones that aren't as toxic. It's no, sir. No. Come here. What are you doing? Mm-hmm. Look. No, we're not getting in there, sir. No. No. No, we don't do that. Yeah. No, we don't get in our pants while mommy's talking. And
don't worry, I don't worry, Mom.
I'm worried because you done some interesting things after you get in your pants and you're not supposed to be in them. Yeah. I love you. Stay out of your pants. Yeah, you could drink it. You can make a drink out of it. What you could do is you could mix it in with a juice maybe that you like. The only thing is it's gonna your blood sugar. You know, you can. I water mine down so my blood sugar doesn't spike. If that's an issue for you, if it's not, you don't have to worry about it. You can do just like an 8-ounce glass near bedtime and make it mostly tart cherry, and then mix in the juice you prefer or mix in sparkling water, and that helps make it like I think it makes it like a mocktail. I like it. I definitely like it. It's good. Yeah, it's as hot as, yeah, so it's not, yeah, we can't grow, sweet thumb, we can't grow mint and lemon balm right now. It's out of season. You could grow it inside though, probably. Grow it inside if you have the right window or lighting. That's the only thing I get jealous of is how you guys can grow mint and it can just take over a whole section of, your property if you let it out and you're like, "Oh, we've got to put that in we got to put that in a pot because it's going to just take over." Speaking of the lemon balm mint, and we don't down here. What I do have that can take off is oregano has taken off on me before, and so has Thai basil, but the Thai basil licorice smell is just too strong. I can't grow it. There's also, if she cannot absolutely do the tart cherry, there is, let me see if I have the um, tincture. Hold on one second. Buddha, what were you saying about melatonin, like the toxicity of it? Is it just because it's in stuff that they put toxic things in, or what? Because people who need it need it. That's the only thing. This is one of the ones that I have, and it is only, I think it's 1 milliliter equals one, equals 3 milligrams. And I got this because I'm extra sensitive to it, but this is it's a liquid fast acting. And if he's having a hard time settling down, I use that on him too. But he has to take melatonin because of being on the spectrum. A lot of the boys who are really far onto the spectrum, they've found that their bodies aren't making it. And that's the same thing too with our elderly. Their bodies aren't making as much melatonin as it used to, and that's why you have people not being able to sleep. Oh yeah, yeah. You don't want to go over 10 milligrams a night, and you might not have to with something like that where it's a tincture. You just take it 3 milligrams at a time to see how your body handles it. That is actually plenty for me. I get the hangover effect even on it. It can be even 3 milligrams according to how my body is processing it. Okay. Oh no, she's scratching you. My puppy's right here sleeping. I don't lift her up. She's gonna be like so. Good job. Say hi. Say hi. I'm Reggie. I'm Reggie. I need a haircut. I'm a little drugged. Missy has to take a little bit of Xanax because she gets herself so worried. She has such bad separation anxiety with my daughter. And yeah. Thank you. I'm pretty sure that meant too cute. Thank you. She's a doll. She's a real sweet puppy. We got her at the rescue. Thank you. Everybody needs a little puppy time. She's just sleepy, so I don't want to lift her up too much. She's a good girl. She's so funny too, because she's so tiny, but she's a little hunter, little huntress. In fact, we've had in the backyard, we've had trying to think of the possums. We've had possums come to the backyard, and one saw her one night, like she didn't even charge the possum, and the possum, oops, no, I didn't want to do that. The possum screamed. Wait. Button. Okay, can you hear me? Sorry about that. I went to copy and paste, and instead I pasted, didn't copy. Sorry about that. Let me see. Copy. I'm just going to put there's the link if anybody has time. You're more than welcome to come up. The people in my side chat that I've seen. But yeah, I forget what I was saying. Oh, about the puppies too. We got her from Broward County, actually. We drove down while he was actually on a family visit to get her because we thought, I know, search bar problems. La la la. I know those things that happen when you're live. But she looked like a Yorkie in her picture, and we got there, and I'm so glad I really looked at her eyes in the picture that we saw online because they had shaped her completely. Okay, Pescatarian, thank you so much for coming in and helping. It definitely helps with my hours. Thank you so much. But yeah, she was totally shaved and just had these big eyes. And I looked at my daughter, go, there she is. She's right there. And let's go see if we can, get a little visit with her. She was so scared. She had been in a hoarder situation, and I think I'll have to come over and visit your house next. And she was burnt because she was sitting in her own stuff that her body makes in a little crate. And we were it broke our heart. So we, she didn't know how to play when we first got her because she was in that crate so much. They said she was about 1.5 years. And at the time we had a pug who was getting older. I think Dora was about 12 or 13. So she actually, livened up our pug a bit too. And they just seemed to really get along once her time was done with, you have to keep them separated for so long in case they're carrying a disease that you don't know about. You don't want to give it to your other animals or dogs. And yeah, she slept on Dora's butt. I would say the second night they slept together or first night, like put her little head on Dora's tush. It was the cutest thing. They were like the best of friends. So when we lost Dora, it was like heartbreaking for us, but it was heartbreaking, I think, for her too. But yeah, that's like my daughter's emotional support dog. But I sometimes give her the pets and she, helps calm me down too. I'm just grateful for, dogs. And I love cats too, but we just don't have the space for having the litter box. And I can't afford one of those really expensive ones, which I would love. But we also don't have the space for it to put it somewhere. Everybody's saying hi to Frugal Mama. Frugal Mama's probably working. That might be why she's not seeing the side chat. Buddha says she's usually always working. But yeah, trending, if you can get a hold of some of those teas, they might really help you. The chamomile, the tilia leaves, I believe, and valerian may help you. The only thing is that Buddha said it gave her a headache. I've never gotten a headache from it. Everybody's different. We're all different. But the passion vine or the passion tea is the one that I've heard as far as for nerves. And if it's emotional, that's the one that's supposed to have the most like healing effects on us. So I do hope they help you. Absolutely. I'll be praying for you too. Not easy. My mom went through it immediately too because she had to have, she had a very large, she had a fibroid that was the size of a softball, they said when they saw it. So it could have turned into something cancerous. And so she had to go in and immediately have a hysterectomy. And it was rough. It was rough. Oops. There she is. See, she's working. Take care, Pescatarian Gardener. That's from Frugal Mama if you're somewhere in the background. Hey, the Virginia Bushcrafter. Welcome in. I believe I saw you yesterday on maybe Vision Preparedness. Thank you. Good to see you too. I tried before. They saw one for my mom. No, time to help me sleep with my surgery. Did it help? Did it help you at all? It might not have helped for that kind of nervousness if you were really nervous about the surgery. But for the like at nighttime, this one is nice because it doesn't have a lot of additives on top of it. Oh, there's Aid saying hi to you, Duncan. Glad you're in here, Aid. Yeah, Pescatarian stepped out. My regular friends saying hi to each other. Thanks for coming in, Virginia Bushcrafter. Appreciate it. I was watching, actually, I think it was you who was talking about the knives. There was a Virginia meetup. It was late last night, so I probably have to re-review it because I was watching it. I found it interesting, but you know how when you're finding it interesting, but it's like 2 o'clock in the morning and you know you shouldn't just keep watching because your eyes are shutting and you're not getting what you need to out of the video, but I still let it play for vision preparedness. But yeah, I have a bushcraft. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. See what you started, J through GS. I have a great bushcraft knife that was really inexpensive, and inside the handle you can put the fishing hook and like a Band-Aid. It's got just a little tiny compartment. I'm not sure where I put that great knife. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'm not sure where I put that great knife. And then my friend Aid is the one who turned me on to my machete, but it still has the factory finish on it, and I would like to burnish it a little bit. So yeah, it cleans up a little bit better because it's got the grooves in it from the factory finish on the blade, like the sides of the blade itself. I do have a sharpener that Aid told me about, but I would like to know, yeah, how to do that. You working in, let's say, thanks. You know, I need all the help I can get. I'm at that push part where I'm close, getting closer. And then hopefully too, I'll make some more content. It's just, I have such a hard time of putting in the videos into the editor. And then something sometimes goes wrong, or something that I shot, my mouth is moving and I'm on camera, but there's no sound when I get it to the editing portion. So yeah. And then trying to shoot anything this week. On the weekends, what happens is we rotate, and my husband will mow either the back lawn or the front lawn, and I am here with Malachi and I have to watch him. So I miss whatever that is, hour or two outside, and I sleep in on the weekends a little bit because of having the fibromyalgia. I need a little bit of extra rest. Yeah. I wish I could get to that point, like, where I don't have to edit them at all. Um, but even live, you hear me. I say it for some reason when I'm filming, I say a whole lot more. Drives me crazy. So I edit out some of that, edit out maybe background noises. We have these grackles here, and they're big black birds. They're kind of, if I'm sure most of you have them that are in the US, but they're kind of like when the crows come in. The crows are even louder, but the grackles are a higher pitch, and they will just sing at the top of their lungs. And they do this thing where I think it's their beak that clicks. So they'll sing, sing, sing really loud and high pitched. And then they do this thing where it sounds like their beak is clicking together. And that for some reason, they always love to do it. As soon as they see me start to shoot a video, they like to land in the tree above me, like a big group, and start making noise. I did work out sometimes this way. Yeah. Oh, you poor thing. Yeah, I gained weight. Now, the menopause will do that too, because your weight shifts around with that, with the hormone change. So you want to, when you're up to it, you're going to want to, do the exercises too. You probably lost weight too with them doing that surgery if any of them were large and causing issues. Yes, you need to be careful and treat yourself well and let yourself recover. Yeah, that's really important. And especially when they did my C-section, I wish I would have heeded. Well, actually, the doctor wasn't really good. It was the nurses like telling me different things, like don't drive, don't walk upstairs. The problem was that with somebody like me, you need to tell me why. And they didn't. They didn't tell me, oh, we cut through your muscles, we cut through this, your nerves, and everything needs time to heal. And so, yeah, I think I ended up doing too much too soon after my C-section. And now I wonder sometimes if the nervous system stuff that was healing here had an effect on the fibro being worse later. It does take a lot of time. Yep. It does take a lot of time to edit. Plus, oh, you're welcome. Plus, I get perfectionistic with it. I want to know how to do the editing better. Hey, Urban Garden Chronicles, welcome. Gardening Chronicles, welcome in. I want to know how to be better at it because I do enjoy some of it. I really do. It's just what I don't enjoy is that I don't have a lot of time and that I have a habit of screwing things up or overworking them. Like one time I was like, well, let me just take this app off and reload it because everything kept freezing. It kept freezing. I thought I lost all my videos. Thankfully, the app was sending it to my phone into a folder marked, it was for Filmora. I had marked Filmora on my phone. I thought I lost all those videos that I had edited. I was like heartbroken at first. Everybody's saying hi to everybody who's coming in. Yeah, totally know what you mean, Duncan. And Trending saying hi to everybody. But yeah, I would like to know how to edit a little bit better. Sorry, little man is like practically yelling over there. It's my little grackle. He's being so good though. I'm going to give him lots of attention after I'm off. But yeah, I wanted to know how to do like the special effects and stuff. Yeah, I like that too. Canva's really cool. I've made thumbnails on Canva. I think don't know if I just made one. I think I did actually make a new thumbnail for just trying it out for Feel More Fabulous Fridays instead of calling it Fibro Friday. I don't know if I can bring it up. Let me see if it'll turn. Nope. I'll have to do it on my, hold on, let me do it on the app. Oops. But yeah, I like Canva for doing some of the thumbnails, but I've never edited a video in it. I didn't know that was possible. Let me see, lives. Oh, yeah, it's not gonna, I opened it instead. I can't blow it up. Anyway, you'll see it under my Feel More Fabulous Friday, that one I made in Canva. Another, I actually used some artwork from, I don't know if you're supposed to, though. I better not say it. But I have one that I made in PixArt for when Diva and I do lives together. Yeah, I haven't done their videos. I'll have to check out. I know I saw that they had good end screens, it looked like templates. That would be me if I didn't have Little Man and if I was a little bit more technical. Hi. Okay. You want some popcorn? You're hungry? Okay. I'll make you some in just a little bit. Okay? Okay. So sweet. Being such a good boy. Yeah, here, I'll move those. Because I like my books not to be ripped. But yeah, I do enjoy it too, Sweet Thumb. In fact, I like getting like if you have music and you're doing like a short, I like the movement to go with the music. But I just don't have that. And then that whole second. Right. Or you'll miss something. Like one time I put it through Femora and I put it on the page and didn't realize it was like tiny. Like for some reason, even in the like YouTube app, it was like right in the middle, like really small. I was like, what the heck? How did that even happen? Hi, Mom. Hi, honey. I need to learn the editing app for the drone. The video will stay in 4K if I do it on my laptop. The software wants me to get. Huh, that's weird. That is frustrating. What, honey? I know you're getting hungry. Okay. Well, I'm going to call it because little man wants to eat and I need to feed him. I don't want him. He'll start showing off his abilities to get my attention. Plus, he shouldn't have to. He's hungry. Like 6 to 7 minutes videos, guys. So you can. Huh. I'll have to try that. Thanks, Trending. I didn't realize people were actually editing their whole videos in Canva. That's kind of cool. And that's one thing too I learned, like you really want your videos to be about 8 minutes or 10 minutes. Even like the longer ones, they will push them out. And Diva was saying that too, because they can put more commercials on them. And I was always like just throwing stuff up there. And now, I'm going to try and be more cognizant of it, but who knows? Who knows if I can. But thank you, everybody, for helping me with my hours. I am almost to that first stage of the 3,000, hoping to get up to 4 eventually. But I just would like to get monetized and maybe, open my little t-shirt shop and all that kind of, YouTube stuff. Thank you. You guys have a blessed day, and I will see you. Hopefully Wednesday is at 2:30. I know I'm going to get it. The special needs parenting, and also it can be for special needs individuals. Like that is at 2:30. It's just like a chit chat, and sometimes I explore different things, and I'm hoping to do, how do you say it, like slideshows. once in a while, just like I've done for the Fibro Friday, which is now Feel More Fabulous Friday. And that's also my daytime ones are 2:30 p.m. And then nighttime Friday is at 11:30 p.m. And then on Saturday, I am with Diva at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. I'm over at Storms Radios and Cats. Yep. Stay safe, everybody. Exactly. And stay blessed. I only have a playlist, I think, of my Fridays. I haven't in a Shed Wars playlist, but they're not very long. That's what Sweet Thumb was trying to tell me. I've got to make another one. I just haven't. I keep forgetting how to do it. Thank you, sweetheart. And you feel, yeah, you too. You feel much better. I hope. I hope some of that stuff helps you. Okay. All right, guys. I will see you soon. Bye. Let me hit the right button.